Hello.
How are y'all?
How are you?
Good, thank you. Oh, cool.
Thanks.
So what goes into the longevity of such a show and bringing it to 5 seasons?
What goes into it?
Yeah.
My son was looking at a picture of me the other day from season 1, and he's like, "You have great hair then." I'm like, yeah.
Before and after.
Exactly, yeah. It was a real before and after shot. Frankly, a lot of people go into it. A lot of different ideas and voices, and people devoting years of their working lives to doing it. Frankly, it's not coal mining, but it is a lot of work. It feels that way. And I think also at the same time that people who become deeply invested, as all the actors you see, like in their characters and in the world. So when I talk to them about what we're doing, it's always clear that they've been thinking about it a lot. They've been thinking about who their character is, what they're going to be doing. So it all plays into it.
The theme of identity is just so important in Gotham. What inspired to make that such a focus on it?
To me, it all springs from the books themselves. I think the idea of identity and duality is so integral to the Batman myth, both with Bruce being both Batman and Bruce Wayne, to the point we're saying, wait, is he Batman pretending to be Bruce Wayne, or is he Bruce Wayne pretending to be Batman? Whether it's Two-Face, that issue of that, Jekyll and Hyde duality, I feel like it's something that we try to hold true to the center of the show. The idea that you can actually create the person who you're going to become, and the, decision to tell the growing up story of Bruce Wayne, rather than skipping over that lacuna the way a lot of traditionally has been done, is you actually see to have somebody make the decisions of who they're going to be when they're growing up, and he's making the decision to go from being a kid to being a superhero. So.
Is there any chance we see baby Batgirl this season?
No comment.
That's a good comment.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's all that talk about not being able to officially name the Joker, like not being able to say the Joker. Where does that come from? Why is such a whole?
No, I think a lot of it is frankly continuity. Because of the fact that Batman has to be present at the creation of the Joker, and Batman doesn't appear in our show to the very, very, very end. To have anybody call the Joker before that, or even for us to say that he's going to be the Joker, I think would disrupt that continuity in a way. And I also feel like we could say there's certain things that they want to do with the Joker in movies, which they want to protect. But I also believe it's a case where there is the mystery around who that character actually is, what his real name is, And I think saying that his name is, or knowing him as well as we might know him and seeing his generation on a television show, is maybe not something they want to do. I know, it might hurt a mystery.
So does that killing joke where you fell in, became Joker, is that not fully accurate? I know there's been all kinds of
I'm sorry, say that again?
So the killing joke, when you see the Joker.
You mean in the books or in our show? I'm sorry.
In the animated film, and he falls into this thing.
Yeah.
The Batman is.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about last year when we did a Killing Joke episode where Jeremiah shoots Selena. Sorry, there's so many versions of it. But we will be doing something very similar to what Alan Moore was doing. The other element of Killing Joke that we did not do. You're going to see elements of that this year as well.
This season is shortened. It's the shortest one so far, I think. Did you struggle with that, or was it relatively easy to wrap everything up in less time?
We definitely struggled with it. There's that old saying of somebody, I forget who it was, that I was writing to a friend, said, apologies for the long letter. I didn't have time to write a short letter. And I think that's actually really true. To actually take a lot of material and condense it down is more difficult than just kind of telling the whole thing with a lot of room to breathe. So it was hard to get in everything that we wanted to get in that 10 episodes. So it was really stepping back for all the characters and knowing the beats we wanted to hit for all of them and saying, well, these are what we absolutely need, and then building the story around that. But that took some time.
And do you wrap everything up, or are there a lot of things that you're just leaving to the imagination of the viewer?
There's some things we're leaving to the imagination. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the process of how you choose what you're going to pull from the comics and what you're not going to, and what you're going to leave behind?
It's not really a process. It's more like there's like a bunch of stuff that we have always wanted to do, you know? That we always thought would be cool. Like I always wanted to do 0 year or a version of that, you know, Year Zero. Sorry. I'd always wanted to do No Man's Land. So like we had sort of like everybody kind of had like a laundry list of just like wish lists of moments we wanted. We always wanted to do a version of Killing Joke, you know? And so it's really just more like our greatest hits stuff we wanted to try to like, fit into the show. There wasn't really anything scientific about it.
How was it working with you brought youths, Celine Kyle and David Matsusa? How was it working with those two youths on the set? Like for something that was dark and it's still dark.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah?
No, it was. Sometimes you worry a little bit about like having them like you know. Bludgeon somebody or kill people, but it turns out they're naturals at it. Yeah.
Is there anything from the comics that you wish you had been able to do but just didn't have the time or space to fit it in?
That's a really good question. Is there anything that we did not do? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I don't think we left these stones really unturned.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.